let's go ahead and start. Go to your mat, find your comfortable seated, close your eyes, just a brief moment for us to settle. Just as you close your eyes, as you settle your palms on your laps or your knees, take a deep breath in fully through the nose. Take a full exhale fully through the nose. And just give yourself a moment here to arrive and notice how you feel right this moment, right this day. Just letting go whatever doesn't concern you right now. Continue to observe the breath. Continue to observe and notice the body, softening the tension. Just do me a favor and drop your head to the right gently, pressing the left shoulder down. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, drop the chin into the chest. Full exhale here. As you inhale, drop the head to the left, right shoulder down. And then bring the head back up to center. Take another full breath in. And full exhale. Gently open your eyes. Welcome, guys. Let's just do an eagle arm on the right side. So right elbow on top of the left. Interlace the upper arms, maybe your palms. Remember the option that you have here to hug yourself. So whichever option you choose, try to lengthen the elbows up as you drop the shoulders down. One more breath in. As you exhale, gently undo and prepare for the other side. So left elbow on top of the right, and let the elbows pull you forward and up as you drop the shoulders down. Try not to lean forward. Try to keep those shoulders above the hips. One more breath in. And exhale, release everything out. Take an inhale, arms overhead, interlace the fingers, and we're gonna flip the palm, grow taller through the spine as you anchor through the hips. And then as you exhale, side into the right, press your ribs to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Take another full breath in. Grow a little taller, and as you start exhaling, side into the left, pressing your ribs to the right. Good, and then slowly release. Last one, interlace your fingers behind you, right? So now we have to roll the shoulders back, squeeze them in, and press the knuckles away from your lower back as you lean the chest open and lean back. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. Let's go into tabletop. 2 rounds of cat-cow, guys. We're gonna start with a long inhale, arching the lower back, opening the chest. Tuck your toes to stretch your toes. And then as you exhale, push the floor away. As you drop the head, look at your thighs, press your navel in. Last one, inhale, slowly arching and open the chest. Long exhale, round and push. And walk your hands a little bit further as we go into our first downward facing dog. So as you lift your hips up and back, draw the chest to the thighs. And feel free to keep the knees bent. I want you to anchor your weight between your feet and your hands as you allow the hips to grow a little taller up. Just take a moment here to walk your dog as you inhale, bending to your right foot, pressing the left heel down. Feel the stretch in the back of the left leg. And slowly as you exhale, opposite side, bending the left knee as you bring your right heel down. And notice if your body starts pulling forward, push the floor away and draw the hips a little bit up and back. Switch inside, inhale. Exhale, opposite. One more breath, switch inside. Just feel free to super bend those knees as you switch the legs. One last time in this side. And then come back into your downward facing dog. Grow a little bit taller as you anchor through your feet and your hands. Take an inhale, look forward. As you exhale, slowly walk or jump to the top of your mat. Take a full inhale, lengthen your spine, come halfway up. Lean into the toes. As you exhale, scoop your belly forward, fold. Deep inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead, growing taller as you look up, touch your palms. Exhale, slowly forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, come halfway up. Long exhale, release the head down, forward fold. Inhale, press your feet down, grow taller, look up, arms overhead. Exhale, slowly forward fold. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, bend your knees, drop your hands, stretch your right leg all the way back for low lunge. So if you need a blanket under that back knee, this is the time to place it. Take an inhale, arms overhead, lean back, inhale. Exhale, release the hands, step forward, Uttanasana, exhale. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Second side, exhale, bending the knees, planting your palms, stretch your left foot back, drop the knee, come all the way up, inhale, lean back, stretch in the front, left hip. Exhale, hands down. This time we're gonna step back into our downward facing dog. Just one more like that, a little bit faster. Take a long inhale, look forward, bend the knees. As you exhale, walk or jump to the top of your mat. Long inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Take a long inhale to come all the way up. Extended Tadasana, arms overhead. Exhale, drop the head, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, low lunge, right side. Take your time, check your alignment. Strong legs as you lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands down, stepping forward, Uttanasana, nice and slow. Inhale, lengthen. Long exhale, release, stretching the back of the legs, the lower back. Inhale, halfway, strengthening the upper back. Bring the shoulder blades together here. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down, step your left foot back, low lunge. Arms overhead as you press your legs strongly into the ground to lift you up. Exhale, place your palms down, step back into your downward facing dog. Just one full breath to just notice the energy of your body. One Sun Salutation, A. Inhale, bring your feet to touch in the inner ankles. Rise the heels, look up, bend the knees. As you exhale, baby step, walk or jump to the top. Long inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold, lean into your toes. Inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead, start feeling the heat building inside. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. As you exhale, first chaturanga. Nice and slow, step back into plank. Option to drop the knees or not. As you exhale, nice and slow, come halfway down. Take a full inhale for up dog or cobra. Strong leg, guys. Relax the shoulder. Feel the stretch of your belly. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Just one more. Inhale, feet to touch. Look forward. As you exhale, walk or jump to the top. Long inhale to lengthen your spine. Scoop your belly, draw your ribs in. Exhale, forward fold. You're doing great. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Slowly step back into your plank. So remember, try not to sink on the chest. Push the floor away, belly up. This is upper body strength. You can drop the knees or not. Take your chaturanga nice and slow. Open in the clavicle, squeeze in the shoulder blades. Full inhale for up dog and cobra. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Just 2 rounds of breath, guys, to notice, to observe with no judgment, to appreciate the energy flowing all the way through the spine, the legs, and the arms. Take an inhale, reach your right leg up and back, 3-legged dog, and open that right hip and bend that top knee as you squeeze that heel into your glutes. Now look in between the hands and drop your left elbow down. So left forearm is on the ground. You can bend the right elbow up and continue to lift that right knee up. All right, so lift that left elbow back into the downward facing dog arms. Extend the top leg and bring that right foot forward between the hands, nice and slow. High lunge, first one of the practice. Whew, that was fun. Reach nice and slow here on your high lunge. Bring your left elbow on top of your right elbow for eagle arms again. So we're gonna lift this hip bones, right, to neutralize the pelvis. We're gonna press the elbows forward and up. Now drop the back heel and open your hips into warrior 2 with your eagle arms. Keep bending the front knee on top of the heel. One more breath. Exhale, release the arms out to the side into your beautiful warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, side angle, so you can rest your forearm on your thigh or hand outside your front foot. Open the chest, top hand reaching above the head. And then drop the left hand down, lift the back heel, step back into your plank. Nice and slow, inhale. Find your chaturanga, you can drop your knees in here if you want to. Chest halfway down, inhale for up dog or cobra. And long exhale through the mouth if you like for downward facing dog. One breath before we try the same sequence on the other side. Observe and notice, dropping the judgment, giving yourself space to just drain energy. Take an inhale, reach your left foot up and back. Open that left hip and bend the top knee. Squeeze that heel towards your hips. Look forward and drop your right elbow down. So your left elbow is going to be on top of your left wrist, facing probably to the corner of the left side of your mat. Push that floor away with the forearms. Press your right thigh back. One more inhale. Look forward, lift that right elbow, extend the top leg, look forward, find your high lunge. Oh, wow, I feel already strong and good. I don't know about you guys. Reach the arms up. I hope you do too. Right arm on top of the left. Or make sure you're doing the opposite. I always get confused on this one. One more breath in here. And then as you exhale, drop the back heel. We're gonna come into warrior 2. I'm gonna change so you can see here. On warrior 2, one more breath. As you exhale, extend the arms out to the side. Reverse the warrior, really stretching the side of your torso. And then as you come back, inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, choose your side angle, guys. But make sure that left knee is pointing towards the small toe in your foot. And then drop the top hand down, lift the back heel, step back into your plank. Full breath in plank. Don't predict, we're not doing Vinyasa. We're gonna drop the knees in here and come into your forearms for a moment. So you are in your forearms, touch your palms in here, interlace your fingers, or if you wanna use a block in between the hands, for those of you who have blocks, that's one option. Now from here, make sure you have enough space to extend your right leg back and then the left back. So we're doing dolphin plank. Now notice the hips are not too high. Drop the hips so they are in parallel with the crown of the head. Push the floor away through the forearms, scoop the belly, interlace the fingers if you are touching your palms. And then slowly drop the knees, the thighs, the hips. Find your Sphinx pose. Let's do that once again. Tuck your toes. Lift the knees and thighs first. Scoop your belly towards the spine. Close the chest as you spread the shoulder blades apart and lift your hips up. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. And then drop everything down. Find your X-Sphinx, pressing the top of your feet. Lifting the chest, shoulder blades back and down. So imagine the shoulder blades are like supporting the ribs on the back. And the third time is the charm for you to love this. Tuck your toes, close the chest as you round the upper back, and then lift the hips, plank, dolphin for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop everything down. Create a pillow with your arms to rest the forehead. We're halfway of the practice. I'm sure you're feeling a lot of heat right now, so take a moment to take a full breath in, full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, slowly find your way into downward facing dog. Nicely done, guys. Adjust your downward facing dog. Make sure they feel strong on your arms. Feel strong on the legs. Just letting that circulation bring some oxygen to the brain, letting go of any worries, any anxiety, and just diving into the practice. One more breath, grow your hips a little bit taller. Bring your feet together, take an inhale, look forward. As you exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Long exhale, release, forward fold. Let's reconnect to the breath. Inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, palms in the center of the heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Long exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. So you can keep your feet as wide as your hips or touch your big toes. Press your hips back and sit a little deeper, strengthening the legs in here, guys. One more breath in. Full exhale, hands are gonna reach back, interlace your fingers, roll the shoulders, and press those knuckles up and back. One more breath in. And then exhale, release the chest into your thighs as you keep pressing the knuckles up. And then you have the option to extend the legs to drop the head into forward fold shoulder stretch. One breath in. Long exhale. And then slowly release the hands and come all the way up, arms overhead. Now here on extended Tadasana, bend your right hand and elbow to touch your right upper back, with the right elbow pointing up and the left hand pulling that elbow closer to your ear. From mountain pose and touching your upper back with your right hand, you're gonna open the chest, scoop your belly, and side bend to the left. So you're pulling yourself up to the left in here. Good. And then come back to center, extend both arms up. We're gonna do that on the other side. So bend the left elbow, touching your upper back with your left hand. Right hand is gonna bring that elbow a little closer to the center of your body. And then pressing the heels down, side bend to the right, feeling that side stretch of the left side of the torso. And then slowly come back to center. Nice, guys. Last vinyasa before we go into more fun part. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Feel the strength of the legs. As you exhale, bending the knees, planting the palms, walk back into your plank. Inhale. Look forward, strong arms, come into your tippy toes as you bend the elbows to hug your ribs. Bring the chest halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back into child's pose. A couple breaths. And I'm sure some of you are really happy to be in child's pose at this time. You can bring your hands by your side, touching your ankles. If child's pose doesn't feel right and you feel extra energy, continue to stay in downward facing dog. Let's just take a couple of breaths in here on your own to regulate. Good. If you are in child's pose, slowly come up and come into your forearms. And if you are in downward facing dog, we're gonna come into our forearms. So now we're going into the peak of the pose of the practice, dolphin pose. So if you are in downward facing dog, you are already in downward and dolphin. If you are in child's pose, slowly start lifting your hips up as you drop the crown of the head in between the elbows. Don't worry about walking your feet close to your face. Worry about bringing the chest towards the thighs as you lift the hips up, pressing the forearms into the floor to ground yourself so you can grow away from the floor. You can keep those knees bent and you can rise the heels so you're pressing through the ball of your feet. Really feel the engagement of the shoulder brittle and just really breathe and relax. One more breath. And exhale. And then drop the knees down nice and slow, child's pose. Bring the knees together or knees apart. Completely your choice which kind of child's pose feels right for you right now. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then slowly from child's pose, come all the way up. And we're gonna move into our backs. Nice. So from our backs, we are going to hug the knees into our chest. So wrap your arms around your shin bones and just gently rock side to side here. It's time to cool down. It's been a lot of heat. Bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh for supine pigeon or figure 4. So make sure your pelvis is neutral, so you're not hiking your right hip in here. Drop it so your hip bones are just creating some horizontal line. Press your right knee away from your chest as you draw the left knee towards the chest. Stretching your right outer hip. Relax the shoulders, the jaw, the face. Flex your feet. And then slowly undo and switching sides. Left ankle on top of your right thigh. Hug the right knee towards the chest, but pull that left knee away from the chest. Notice the tension we tend to have around the shoulders and the face, the jaw. Maybe find a moment here to feel gratitude for your practice and smile. And slowly undo the forefeet here. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling or the sky. And just move your ankles in circles in here. One direction, opposite direction. And then let's do a supine twist. So both knees bend again towards the chest. And we're gonna drop them all the way to the right as we open the left arm to rest the left shoulder on the ground. If your knees do not touch the floor, you can place a blanket or a block underneath or use your toes to help you here. Just feel that stretch of the middle back and the lower back. Close your eyes, take one inhale. Full exhale. One more inhale. And as you exhale, gently draw your belly in to bring the knees to center. Go straight into the other side. Both knees to the left. We're opening the right arm to anchor the shoulder down. Bring your gaze to the right. Close your eyes. Take one inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And exhale. Slowly come back to center again. Hug the knees into the chest. Press your feet on the ground. Keep the feet as wide as your hips, toes pointing forward. Keep the knees as wide as the hips. Lift the hips up, roll the shoulders in, come into a variation of bridge pose, any variation that works for you. You can interlace the hands underneath, you can press through the upper arms like I'm doing here. Just whatever you're doing, make sure the hips are lifting you up and the chest is coming closer to you. Keep your gaze forward. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release, come all the way back down. Find your happy baby. So we're gonna bring the knees out to the side. We're gonna rise the sole of the feet up. And once you grab the outer edges of your feet or the heels or behind the knees, pull the legs down as you kick your feet up. Rock side to side. And then slowly bring those knees together. And this is the option, guys. You can go straight into Shavasana here, or you can stay in seated meditation. We have 3 minutes to close the practice. So if you choose Shavasana, make sure your legs are relaxed and your arms are by your side with your eyes closed. If you choose meditation, make sure you're feeling comfortable. If you need a blanket underneath your seat bones, let's take a moment here to enjoy it, a moment of silence just for 3 minutes. At the end of the 3 minutes, I'm going to ring a bell. And I'm just going to allow you to just dive into silence starting now. Just connecting to the stillness of your breath. So observing what feels like to be in your body at the end of your asana practice. And observing the quality of your mind or the energy or the emotions that you might be feeling at this point. Perhaps there is more space in between the thoughts. Perhaps there is more joy and gratitude in your heart. Deep down, knowing that energy, emotions, and thoughts come and go, but deep down in your inner being, there is a place for stillness, peace, and calm, knowing that you are exactly what you need to be, and everything around you is unfolding exactly as it should and it needs. And slowly start deepening your breath through the nose. Feel free to exhale through the mouth. One more breath in. And exhale. If you're in Shavasana, nice and slow, see if you can start finding your way into your comfortable seated. Keep your eyes closed and enjoy the transition. If you are in seated meditation, continue to connect to your existence, resting in awareness. Let's bring our palms together in the center of our hearts and slowly bowing our head forward and closing this practice as usual with a huge infinite gratitude. Gratitude for our practice, for our commitment to our practice, for our time, for self-care. Gratitude for having the ability to connect virtually here with our community. To put ourselves first, to take care of ourselves so then we can be a source of light and inspiration and motivation to everyone around us. I truly wish you a wonderful rest of your day, a restful weekend. Namaste. Thank you to each and every one of you for welcoming into your homes, for practicing today with me. It's been truly, truly an honor and amazing to be here with you right now. So thank you, thank you.